Welcome one and all to this 8th episode of D and Other D with me, Mike.
Me, Lilith.
And today we have a special guest.
Hello, I'm D.
The other D.
Also known as Zoe.
Okay, Zoe's here. She's gonna be, I don't know, watching. It's supposed to be the day in which we do her game, but because Lilith is in a hurry to get this done for her grandparents, we're focusing on this one first. Okay, so this is our menu and everything works. This is where we left off. So if you click on S, it should work. Right. So whoops. So
Let's
now
see how it worked.
what we want to do now is we want to add the whole star system somehow. And what I think we should do is we should simply make it so that if the medal is obtained, right? Your button is somehow different, right? So maybe a different color for the button would be okay. I don't know that it would be that clear though. Another option would be to put the stars here at the bottom of the picture. That would possibly be another option that would be okay. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that would be good.
I think on the side would be better because it would be symmetrical with the other buttons.
Yeah, it would need to indicate whether you got that.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
maybe.
kind of agree. So let's see if we can go and modify those prefabs. So in the middle we got level. There we go. And the level has button small, medium, and large, or whatever. Okay, so wait a moment. The level here is too small, so let's do 150, something like that. Oof, that's tiny. So how about 600 and then 400? It's something along these lines, right? It's probably a bit less, but the point is this is more or less the way it works, right? So I'm not too fussed. 350, who cares? All right, so let's see. We got the buttons there, and they are on the right. So we need the corresponding medals as well. Let's move the buttons to the left. So hold Shift and Alt. Okay, release. So I don't remember what we had from the top, so let's try 20 from the bottom. We surely had 20, and from the left we would have also 20. And now the button, and we had some more from the bottom for sure, like 30. There, exactly. Okay, now we need medal spaces here on the right. So for the medals, we should have some kind of circle, right? Probably, or just stars. We could have stars, right? Stars would probably be easy. Now the problem with stars is it's going to be somewhat challenging to make it look okay. But let's see. So let's open the UI stuff here. So we got the little window. We could put a star inside of here, I suppose. Maybe with a background and then a star inside of there. That could possibly be okay. I don't know. Sure, but export this, Control-Shift-D. Actually, wait, before you do, let's use a cheat. Duplicate the window here. Rename this one to something like window with BG. So add with.
Wait, Windows already there.
With BG, capital B, capital G. Okay. And now that that's done, we can export this, Control-Shift-E, over a window with BG. And the advantage of this is that the Unity settings for that picture will be kept on this one as well. And now we need some kind of star. So I think actually this has a brush that's a star. So might as well. Right, so let's increase the size. So I don't know how much larger it needs to be, but it will be a bit. Let's also view show grid and view snap to grid. Okay, well at any rate we probably want it to be the size of the picture. Okay, so I've got the wrong brush. Hit Control Z to undo. There we go. We got a star. Control Z again. I'm gonna do it with a brush here. Yeah, okay, that's better. All right. Now, did you want to make it any more interesting, or is this sufficient? Very
this
basic.
is sufficient.
Okay, so don't go Control Shift E yet. Actually, do go Control Shift E. There's no advantage. So Control Shift E and go star, capital S.
Sorry, could you stop kicking my chair?
Sorry,
All right.
just trying to hold it still.
So we've got this done. Now there's buttons. We're gonna duplicate this. We're gonna rename this one to stars. Okay. Now we don't need text or a BG or anything like that. So we can delete all three of these, and we can create a UI. Actually, wait, undo what I've done. Let's keep at least one. But the button medium is not going to need a custom button, that's for sure. It is, though, going to need a background, not a text. Duplicate the background. And this one we're going to name star. Okay. Now the background is gonna get window with BG, and the star is going to get the star, which needs to preserve the aspect, and it also needs to be a little bit smaller, but we'll worry about that in a second. So, and we can call this one S with a capital S. Now, for this, the stars needs to be exactly the opposite. So hold Alt and Shift, and we're gonna flush it to the right. Okay, release. 20 from the top, 30 from the bottom, and position is -20 on the X. That's what we had last time. Okay. Now duplicate S twice. Rename this one to M, and this one to L. Okay. Now the star is a bit off, so we need to move it up. Well, it needs to be, so flush is fine, but it needs to have a distance from there, and let's do something like 10. 10 looks okay. 10 from the top, 10 from the right, and 15 from the bottom. Okay.
Looks great. The bottom one looks a little off from the rest as well.
Maybe. Let's just see how they look like. Okay, so yeah, from the bottom we need to push them up a little bit. So again, let's go over here. Let's pick all of the 3 stars and tell them from the bottom it's going to be 20. Let's immediately hit play and test. Still not happy with it. Let's try 25. And therefore, let's also do 15, 15, and 15. We want them to be far away from the edge. Okay, so something's off. Let's take a look as to what. Right, so here, stars, S, star. Huh. Interesting. It's like we forgot right somehow. Okay, never mind. I don't know how that happened. Hey? Right is supposed to be 15, and it turns out it is. Oh. Okay, I'm confused by that. Okay, it's fine now. So yeah, now the stars are pretty good. Now we should make these the same color as these borders over here. There's a few errors here. I'm not sure what they're caused by. Let's take a look. So let's hide this BG. Okay, that's the picture. like so. So it's not the BG that's the issue. Something is causing some pixelage.
How many pictures will we need to collect?
Hey, show mask graphic is still set to on. That's the issue. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so don't show the mask graphic. That should hide it completely. Should be much better. Let's see. Yes, I don't see any dirt around.
Oh, because I see
Grave is very pretty.
Oh, you're right.
White.
It's there too.
Oh, it's there.
So let's take a look at level 1. No, it's not supposed to show the mask graphic. Yeah, because I can't see it. So I don't know what that is though. So it could be. You may not be able to move it. Wait a moment. Okay, so I've moved the window. The picture, the way it's affected by the mask. That's what's happening. So the issue is the mask itself is of a wrong shape. It's button BG that is being used as a mask. That's odd that this would be a problem because they should be the same. Don't maximize on play. Okay, so I know I've moved something. Is the window I've moved? Yes. So let's. Okay, there we go. And now.
But now I don't see the white dot.
Yeah, well, that's pure luck. There.
Now
See?
there are there.
Let me think for a moment here. The problem is the way the BG works, and it's affected by the mask. I don't understand why this is occurring the way it is. But it should be exactly the same. Like, I think this button BG and this one are sliced exactly the same, so should not be that. Color black changes nothing, as it shouldn't. It's just a mask and it's not visible. Well, blimey. Bleh. Well, one thing maybe we could do is make the BG have small amounts of tolerance. 1 pixel or something. Still visible. 2 pixels. It's getting better. 3 pixels. Okay, so
This one is gone.
yeah, but we can see a border now, which would probably mean we need to make them a little taller, I think, in our middle. Yeah, that's the one. So cell size 310. Yeah, but then you get them back. Yeah, so it's gonna be an impossible fight, this. We need to do it a bit differently. We need to create a new mask. So duplicate this button BG. Okay, and rename it to mask. Yeah, hit enter. Now let's go in our UI here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this button that we've got like this, okay, and we're going to new from visible. We're gonna drag this up. Okay, let's fix this a bit. So here, type mask with a capital M. Hit enter. Start. And window. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Now, actually, tell you what. Delete this mask. So hit the delete key. This key. Copy this. Control C. This is the silhouette. Paste it here on mask. Okay, now we're gonna say colors invert, and now we're gonna delete this and this, and we're gonna grab the rest. We're gonna hit Control X to cut, Control V to paste. Okay, Control C, Control V, Control V, hold Control, release, Control V, hold Control, release. Okay, so we got this for the mask, and now we're gonna do filters, blur, Gaussian blur, and we're gonna go by 10. Okay, now Control Shift D, mask. Alright, now let's go and see if we can use that as a mask instead. Okay, should have worked, but we are getting a bit of cut in this, a bit of cut off here. Yeah, it's being eroded. All right, so let's try and fix this. It's not gonna be completely obvious how to fix this, but hit Control X, Control V, hit Control Shift, Control E right away. Does this corner look right? It's hard to say, so I'm going to non-maximize it. There is still some erosion. Control X, Control V, Control E. Some erosion. Oh, I just realized we can probably fix that erosion. Wait a moment. If we switch this to button BG as we had it before, and we say black, and then we say show mask, we should then get it black. There's still a bit of bleed, but it doesn't look that bad. Oh, it won't even work right now. Never mind. It probably will work now. Let's see. No, see, we've got some white bleed there. But that may be that it didn't apply or whatever, I don't know. No, it does say black. And it is there. We could create another thing here. All right, so let's create a image, and we're gonna call this one mask with a capital M. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna give it the button BG. We're gonna tint it black, and we're gonna say that it's a mask. Type mask. Ah, there it is. I got it. Show mask. We're gonna say no. Okay, and we're gonna remove the mask from the level.
Wait, that made it a little messier.
That's okay. We'll find out why in a moment. So this is supposed to fit completely, and the BG is supposed to be its child. This mask fill center sliced. Okay. I don't understand what is happening other than 0, 0, 0, 0. There we go. And you are also going to fit it completely with 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm not sure what's happening there, but okay. Alright, so the mask is now only affecting this picture. And as far as I can tell, there is no problem. Now we have a null reference, and the reason why we have that null reference is because in our script we are looking for BG directly inside the level, but BG now doesn't exist inside the level. We need to go to the mask first, right? So here add mask with a capital M /BG. Save. Okay, so that will fix this little error that we had. Now we need to deal with these guys. So first of all, I'd like to tell my stars here that their BG is going to be that orange color that we had before for the rest of the window. It's not this one. It is this one. Okay. So now the star looks a little bit devoid of life.
Maybe white like the other things.
Maybe, I don't know. It looks a bit small too. So this is too much. Try 17. Try 12, 12, 12. Try 18. Needs more breathing room from underneath. It's hard to tell if those stars are understandable. And they don't look tidy to me.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe find out the placings of S, M, and L, the letters, and flip them.
No, that's not the problem. That's not what's happening. What's happening is that those stars are not centered perfectly because the buttons have a shadow sort of thing, so they are a little bit further down, which is why we're moving them up, but the star looks too flat. Let's change the star to a check mark. See if that's better. So this mask is useless, we're gonna remove it, but this star, we may need a new star. Let's go and steal a check mark from icons. Free icons for everything. Go with check, type check mark. Check mark. So, check mark. Alright, so we got a check mark. One that looks pretty stylized. Let's go with that looks like it's drawn by hand, I think. Or looks a bit like it's drawn by hand, like this one could probably be okay. So let's select this one. Get this icon. I may need to log in. Yeah, I thought so. Create a free account. I'm gonna have to do it later. I'm not doing it now. Let's just here's what we'll do. Type snip, S-N-I-P. There it is. So we're gonna create a new snip. There. And then copy, go over here, pasta. Scale. So let's link these. Scale it down to here and down to here. Scale. Okay. Now colors. Color to alpha white. Colors invert. Copy and paste once. Control C, Control V. Okay.
Well, we couldn't make the check mark smaller and put it inside the star.
Yeah, well, cut for now. Inside the star, that would look weird. Cut. Paste. Actually, cut now. And paste now. I want it to be... this looks like it's in the middle. Okay. Well, hit Control Shift E. This one will go to start. Replace. So just replace the star as it is. And we get a check mark. What do you think? Looks better?
Looks better.
Yeah.
Looks
Now,
more centered.
I don't know about centered actually. It looks a bit off, but it's. I think we can repair that easily. Control X, Control V. Control E. Yeah. Okay, and we can also color them lime, and now they look like something correct has been done or whatever.
Yeah.
So, all right, now we need access to these, and we need the levels to know if we've done the star or if we haven't done the star, etc. Meaning if we've got the level or not done the level, right? So that's a few things to worry about. We need to create a saving system. We need to create a saving system inside the game manager, I think, and then we're going to use simply PlayerPrefs. Okay, so we're going to need a bunch of things here. Let's see. So we got gameplay, main menu. Let's create a new region down here. So Shift 3 region space and call it save load. Close the region. So Shift 3 end region. Have we ever done regions together, Zoe? I don't think so.
Yeah, we did regions.
Okay. They're just a way to organize your code, really.
Yeah,
Okay, so what you want now is public void complete level. Capital C, complete level. Yeah, open around. And it's going to request a few things, just like our... so we would need a custom button, I think. So copy this. And we also need an int ID. So int ID, comma, paste, and space size. Right. Actually, I don't remember, but I think we used an int for the size too, so let's go with that. Save. So we have an int ID and an int size. It needs to know which level we want to complete, right?
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to set that. So we need to access the player preferences. So type PlayerPrefs. Yeah, okay, there it is. PlayerPrefs dot, and now set int open round. Now it needs a name, so you put quote. Now level with a capital L, level underscore, close the quote. Now plus means we're gonna add text after this. ID dot toString. Open close round. Plus another underscore. Plus, and now size toString. So size dot toString. Yeah, that one, hit tab dot toString. There it is. Hit tab right away. Open close round. Yeah, and now comma, and now it's the int that we want, and the int is going to be 1. This will mean complete. Semicolon. Save. Okay, so the player preferences are going to set this integer to this particular level. Okay, now what happens is you feed it a level, you feed it a size. Say for example level 0, size 0. That will be level 0 played on small, and we're going to turn this number to 1. Okay, now we need 1 to reset the saves. So go public void. Yeah, space void. Reset saves. Capital banana, it's a function. set reset.
It's already there.
No, saves, capital S. Saves. Open, close round, open a squiggle, hit enter twice. Oh, careful, you missed the second. Squiggle, open it, close it, save. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the levels. Now the thing is, we do not know the levels, but we do know the level picks. So we're gonna use this as our level amount. So make a for loop right here. Tab, tab. And the length is gonna be this, copy this. And paste it here, dot length. Dot, just L should appear right away. Hit L, there it is, hit tab. Okay, so we're going through the length of all of the levels. Copy this entire thing. Paste it here. Now we forgot something, we also need to loop through the sizes. So hit another for, F of R, hit tab again, twice. Now I doesn't work anymore because we're already using I. So we're gonna use the next letter, J. Okay, it fixes them all. Now the length, we know we have 3 sizes. So that's all, right? We need to put an assumption of a number 3 there. Cut this, put it in here. Now we're gonna change all of them to 0. And we're gonna say I over here and J over here. Save. So now we're gonna reset the saves. Let's say when we start, but we need to check if they don't exist. And there's no real way to do this. I'm thinking. Because we could do it in start. We could check if a certain other thing exists, then we could do something. Let's do this. Copy this entire thing from here to here, yeah, copy, paste it here. And now say something like booted once, capital B, booted once, capital O. Close the quote, comma, 1. So save. So we're gonna copy all of this, and here we're gonna say if open round paste. Now we're gonna say get int, so change this S to a J, to a G. Capital, banana. Remove this one. So if get int is 1, then, and actually we need to do another check because it could be that this particular thing doesn't exist. So, oh dear, how do you do it? It's something like if PlayerPrefs, I think it's has key. Has key. Copy this. Paste it here. Close the round, open a squiggle. Close the round, save. So, if the key booted once exists, if the PlayerPrefs finds it to be 0, then we're gonna reset. Well, then we're gonna reset the saves. So, oh gosh, Control MO, cancel, copy, reset saves. Paste it here, open, close round, semicolon. And here say else. If the user hasn't booted once, or rather the key doesn't even exist, let alone it's at 0, copy this all and paste it again. Save. Now it will reset the saves on the first boot every time, which, what does it do? It reconstructs all of the possible saves. So all of the pictures get saved as not complete on every star, for every picture and for every star. Okay? Because it loops through all of the pictures and then it loops through each of the stars every time. So that's how this is going to work. And now we're going to have to complete the levels, right, and save those stars. But before we do that, we're also going to have to parse those stars. So we're going to have to tell the stars, hey, you need to either be visible or not, right? So we're going to need a private and you go image with a capital I, yeah, space, and go size check marks. No lowercase. It's a variable. Size check marks. I forgot to tell you it's an array, but that's okay. We'll fix it in a second. Check capital M marks. Semicolon. Array. Save. All right. So copy size check marks. Paste it here. Copy this thing. Paste it here. Now change this to image. Copy this. Paste it here, here, and here. Save. Now we're going to buttons, button small. Fairly sure that's wrong. We need to go to stars. SML. Okay, so stars. Capital S, stars. Copy it. Paste, paste, capital S, capital M, capital L, and I don't think we're done because I think we need to go deeper still. That's right, we need to go to slash star. So here we're going to put another slash, capital S, star. Okay, copy this, paste, paste, save. Okay, so now we're getting all of these. Okay, and when we're setting up, we actually need to tell it whether it's visible or not, depending on that piece of information. So we're going to create a query in here in the game manager where we're going to ask it whether the thing is or is not unlocked. So here you're going to say public public bool space bool. Do you know what a bool is?
No.
It's short for Boolean. It's a variable that can only there can only be two possible values, true or false.
Okay.
Can you think of a Boolean question? You can ask Zoe a Boolean question. Think of a question that can only have yes or no as an answer, true or false as an answer.
Are you happy?
Yes.
Is it a Boolean question?
Yes.
Yes, fair enough.
The one you asked was also a Boolean.
Aha, clever. Yes. What if you asked her something like, how are you? Is it a Boolean question?
No.
Why not?
So the answer would be either good or not good.
Any more answers
Fine.
that are possible?
I guess.
Pretty well.
Yeah, infinite answers. Okay. Boolean only allows for two, true or false. And computers are a bit more extreme than us, because if you ask somebody, are you happy? They could answer, maybe. Or they could answer, I don't want you to know. There are hundreds of possible answers. There's no Boolean questions in reality. Okay? But in computers, they are very precise. It's either true or false.
Whoa,
So
sorry.
if you say public bool, it means that you're asking if something is true or false. And we're gonna check level completion. So you're gonna say get level completion, capital G. Completion. Open a round, and we're again going to require an ID and a size. Copy, paste. Open squiggle, close, save. Now we're gonna use this. Copy all of this, paste it here. Now here we're gonna say if open, and we are going to copy this, paste it here, and check if has key first. So if this key exists, then we're fine. But if the key does not exist, else, okay, so if this save doesn't exist, we need to make absolutely sure that it does before we can ask any questions. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the save. So we're gonna reset the save, copy this, paste it here. So that's if the key does not exist. In fact, let's immediately simply say, if this key does not exist, reset the saves. We're just gonna nuke everything. Save, okay. That's just in case, right? But the key will now definitely exist. Now we need to know whether it's get int, so change the set to a get. Okay. So the question is if get int is 1, because if it's 1, that means we have already obtained that star. If it's 0, then it means we haven't obtained that star yet. So you can say return there it is. Okay, and here you can say equals 1. What does this mean? Return is the key word that a function needs in order to send back the information. You see all the others are voids, right? Void means this is a method or a function that does something on its own. It just does it and it doesn't have to give you back any information. But if you say public bool, this one needs to give you back a boolean. It needs to tell you if something is true or false. Whatever it is, you decide as a programmer, okay? So here we're saying I'm going to return, which means I'm going to send back this information. Whether when we get the int of this particular level and size, if it's 1, it's going to be true. If it's anything other than 1, then it's going to be false. Okay?
Okay.
Therefore, if this information is going to return true, then level button is going to display the check mark. Otherwise, it's not. Okay?
Okay.
So, again, for the size buttons, this one's fine. We're going to do it right here. Wait. And we're going to say copy size check marks. Paste it. I dot enabled equals, and now we need to go to the game manager. So start typing game manager. There it is, hit tab, dot, script, SC, there it is, hit tab, dot, get, and I don't remember what we did, just type get, get level completion, and now you need to give it the ID, and then I is your size, because you're looping through them, save, okay, so it's going to be enabled only if that size is 1. So now you see how all of them are active? Uh-oh, we made a mistake. I don't see any mistakes. Oh, did we not save? No, we didn't. See, it's yellow. Save. Now it's happy. So you see how all of the check marks are present? They should all disappear. And they all have. They're all gone.
Yep.
So that's not too bad.
How does the game work in general?
Huh?
It doesn't work the same as our game, right?
What do you mean?
You need to... Oh, you switch like that.
Yeah. So you can build the little lotus like this.
Can I try the puzzle after you guys are done working?
Sure, but it's going to be a while, right? We still have at least 15 minutes. If we stop on time. Oh, poodles, I've misclicked. There. And now you see it says U1, right? Now U1 should down here in the debug log.
U1, yes.
So that's because we never coded that U1, but for now we should save that status, okay? So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to go to the game manager, test end game, and at the moment it says U1. So let's leave that there, but we're also going to complete the level. So copy complete level, paste it here. And now there's a problem. We never saved which level we're presently playing, which is very important. Okay?
Okay.
But we did start a level with ID and size. We need to save these. So let's change this to an underscore, and let's change this to an underscore. And what we're gonna do here is you're gonna say private int, not space, int, space, current level ID. Or, yeah, current level ID is fine. Current level ID. Now put ID both uppercase. Yeah. And then private int. Current level size. Level size. Semicolon. Okay, copy the first one. Paste equals. I guess we don't need the underscore. Copy ID. Paste it. Semicolon. Copy current level ID. Paste it. Just to be consistent. Now copy current level size. You go down here, paste it. Copy size equals paste, semicolon, copy current level size, paste, paste, save. All right, current level ID, current level size, etc. And down here we need to say complete level, and here is a current level ID. So just current, there it is, boink, try again. Current level ID, comma, type COR.
COR?
Yeah, for current. COR. There, you don't even need that. Level size. Close round semicolon. Save. Alright, so now let's go and test this. It shouldn't rebuild the saves now, it should remember them. So we're gonna test if all of this is working. I'm gonna pick this. Okay, I'm gonna quickly solve the puzzle. You won. Should have saved. Now let's see. Do we get the check mark? Yes, we do. Let's quickly try the medium. I guess we're gonna do it on this Elise. Oof. Hey, this looks difficult. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no. This is the medium one. So medium is already pretty challenging here. So we're gonna put the Bentley over there, the Triumph over here. So there's a big red splotch, which I think is that. Should be this, should be that. I've got my Triumph done. This motorbike should...
There's a part of the Bentley there.
Oh, I've made a very squeezed together Bentley. I didn't mean to do that. This motorbike is there, yes. Therefore, this motorbike is going to be here. Okay. And this looks like it's wrong. How about here? Yes, that's correct. Okie doke. Now, I've got quite a lot of parts in the right place already. This is a roof bit. This is one bit in the front. This one would be here. This one would be here. This one would be here. This one is in the rear, so it'll probably be here. No, here. This will be here. Yes. This will be here. This one will be down here, I think. But I think this is too close. Probably here. Yeah. How about here? And then here and here.
Does it randomize the position of the puzzles?
Yes.
Puzzle pieces? Say if you were super lucky, you could get a puzzle that was already solved.
Nope. Forces every single piece to be in the wrong place.
Oh, okay. Good.
I dislike pure random in games, so I always design false randoms.
Okay.
There's the stem or whatever. The emblem.
There's a hole in the lace.
There's loads of holes right now. So there we go. This is here. This goes here. This goes here. this goes here, this here, and this is here, 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 and here. Now this looks like a reflection of a wheel, so it's there. This looks like glass. Oops, got them wrong. Okay, that's correct. There's another reflection here of some sort. It's hard to tell, but my bet would be, yep, my bet is correct. Now, this will be here. Yep, this will be, I don't know, here. Yep, this should be here. Nope, here and here. This looks very dark, so I bet it's there. Yeah. This goes here, this goes here, this, bummer, there, nope. Okay, finally, so I think I won.
You won, it says.
Yes, good. Now let's check if the medium for the second Elise, it has a check mark.
Yeah.
Okay,
How
so.
does the large look like?
Sorry?
How does the large look like?
Large is just loads.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah. This one is difficult on the spider. It's hell. On this one is also pretty serious. But these are temporary photos. We're not really gonna have them, right?
The ship.
All of them are temporary. We're gonna use our family photos, right?
Oh. So are we gonna keep the Elise?
Probably, but maybe not this picture. Even though this picture is really quite easy to solve. So it could be. I think we're going to put one where there's the family, and there should be one with all of the
There's
family.
one with the whole family.
Yeah, exactly. That's the type of photos you're going to be looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to put family photos?
Yes. Okay, so this stuff is done. So what we need to do now is we need to modify a bit the way our, not our main menu, but our actual gameplay looks like. Yeah, I think we need to track the moves, we need to track a few things. That's an important change. But our saving system works perfectly, so that's good. Let's also do another thing. We're going to create a cheat code that will allow us to reset the saves. Okay? So create another region right here. Actually, wait. Create one here. Whoa. Region. Yep. And space, call it start with a capital S. Copy end region. Paste it here. Now change game state is not really start, but it's also not gameplay. It's also not save load. Cut this region. Paste it here. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work, is it? If you press the wrong key. Control X. Control V. Alright, rename this one to interactions. Interactions. Save. Now, copy this region. Paste it here. Put underscore, now type debug all capitals. Copy end region. Paste it here. And now you want to type void update. Yeah, update. There it is. Hit tab. So void update, and this here we're gonna say if open around, if open around, input, which means pressing keys and that sort of stuff. Input dot get key down, open around, and type hit tab right away. Dot, and And we're gonna use this minus over here. So type minus, keypad minus, that's the one. Close, open a squiggle, close the squiggle. And you can copy, reset saves. Paste it here, semicolon, save. So every time we press this key, doesn't matter what state we're in, all of our saves get wiped, okay?
Okay.
So if we need it, we can use it to test. So now what we need to do is the gameplay menu. So let's open it here. Let's see, what features does our gameplay need? Well, there's a few. Number one is our puzzle image, which works as it works and is perfectly fine, should be inside a sort of a lozenge, just like the buttons, which should be orange. So we're actually going to go to one of our prefabs, our level prefab, and we are going to mask and BG. That's not what we want. We want the window. So we're gonna copy this window, hit Control C. And we're also gonna need the mask actually. And we're gonna go back to here. Whoops, my bad. We're gonna go back to here, and right here you're gonna paste it. Control V. Now we're gonna reset everything. We're gonna tell it that the scale is gonna be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so it fits perfectly, and that's fine. Now, window needs to be inside the puzzle, and this one's gonna have all sorts of things. So we need a button to quit, right? Just like the other one, and there should probably be a way to get all of the measurements of how we're doing, and also a way to check the original image if you want to, right? So you can click and you check the original image. I think this would be quite helpful. There should be a restart button, for example, something like that, right? Maybe a timer. So perhaps all of this stuff needs to be on the right of the screen and the picture needs to be on the left.
Oh, but do you need to do all the puzzles to unlock the clock, or should we just put the clock there so you can do it instantly?
Yeah, we can put the clock there. I mean, at the moment, there's no stars being tracked because of the clock, but it's something that we can consider adding if we have the time. Especially if we work every evening, we surely can manage, right? So, let's see. All right, puzzle image and window. So for now, what we're gonna need here is we're also gonna need a mask, by the way. So we're gonna create an image, which we are gonna put here. We're gonna make it work. What the heck? Alt and Shift. It's refusing to do it. Are you holding anything? No.
No.
What? So wait, Shift, Alt. This Alt. Oh, because I'm not pressing Alt. Ha ha ha. Your dad is an idiot. So sprite, we're gonna use the button BG, and we are going to color it black, and we are going to give it a mask, and we're gonna show it. And the puzzle image is going to go underneath here. Okay, so it's masked. That's good. Now rename this one to mask, capital M. Mask. Now we're gonna create an empty, and this empty we're gonna call image. No, it's too overused. Call it pic, P-I-C, capital P-I-C. Yeah. Okay. Now this one is also going to fit fully, just like that. Okay. And we're gonna drag the mask into the pic and the window into the pic.
You just got followed.
Yeah, thanks for that. Well, you know, we're doing the YouTube video, right? So we don't interact with chat very much. Sorry, chat.
You usually say thanks.
I do say and mean thank you. All right, now This thing is also going to require that side menu. Okay, so we are going to, let's see, we're going to create another empty, which we're gonna call side. Side D E. All right, that's it. Now, should we have a top for quitting? I think not. I think that the cross is gonna exist inside the side. So, and we'll worry about that later. All right, so the gameplay therefore is gonna obtain a layout. Bummer. Layout. It's gonna be a horizontal layout group. And now you see everything disappears, and now everything appears again. But you see the image is only half of the screen. That's not good enough, but we'll worry about that in a moment. So first of all, padding. I don't remember how the menu looks like, but there is some padding here. Let's see. So the menu, let's see the top, for example, or the BG. Aha, 50. Okay, that's the number we need to remember. So gameplay. Padding is going to be, oh, we can't have it here because we're gonna have to, never mind. We need a BG. So copy this BG, Control C, paste it here. Okay, put it right here, and now delete all of this stuff. And this BG is a vertical layout group. We don't need it. Remove component. And now these two go in here. Now this one gets add component horizontal layout group. Yes, yes. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Okay. Now both of these get a layout element. And the side, I don't know. But this picture, okay, we need to think about the proportions here, because in order to make it work correctly, do you know what? I think we need more space from the top. Yeah, we need more room from the top, because we're gonna have to modify the proportions. So let's decrease the top. Yeah, but that won't work. Oh, blimey. All right. Create another empty. And here I want you to call this one play field with a capital P. Play field. Now hold Alt and Shift. Release. Alright, so the play field fits all. Now we're going to grab the mask and the window and drag them both into the play field. Now, the pick itself has a layout element. It also will need a vertical layout group, which we'll put here, and width and height. And we're going to say nothing here at the moment, but we're going to add a text to the top. So copy this text menu and paste it here. I'm going to put it right here. So this one will be left biased, and the size is far too big. We're going to go down to 60 and call this one level title. Level title. Doesn't matter, just type it. It's temporary anyway. Title. Okay, so level title, and
do I put a space or not?
no, you're fine that way. So spacing 50. Now we need to add layout element. This one already has it. Let's add a layout element over here. And this one, the text menu, will have a minimum height. Minimum height of 50. And the play field would have a preferred height of 10,000. So we'll push it up that way. Okay, so we're going to get a level title over here. Now, the play field, the pick instead rather, will have a preferred width, probably. Yes. Let's go to 10,000 again. And the side will have a minimum width of something. And I don't know how much this must be. Okay. Now what we're going to do is in the play field, the mask, the puzzle image, which has the ship. Let's enable it again. We need to make sure that the proportions are correct. All right. So the side, see, okay, it's squeezing. That's not good. We need a puzzle image to preserve aspect. Okay, so now we're getting, see these black bars? We need to resize it so that the black bars go away, but that we don't get horizontal black bars. So 200 seems like a good spot. And let's see if this makes sense. You have 50 spacing, 50 from the top, probably about 50 for the size. We've already said it's 50, and there's a 50 from the bottom. That's 200, right? So you're getting 200 removed from this side plus another 50. 250, that makes kind of sense in terms of proportions.
Yeah.
Now here we're gonna need that X button. So let's copy button quit.
The I give up button.
Paste it here. And I'm surprised by this. Okay. Copy it again. Oh no, never mind, I understand why. Paste it again. And we're gonna do Alt and Shift the right corner like this. Okay. And maximum height is 100. I don't remember if this is the correct size compared to the menu, so let's just display the menu. We can't see anything because of the BG. But yeah, see, it's exactly the same size, that button. I think that button's a bit fat, to be honest. But it's okay. We're gonna go with that. Though at this point, perhaps this text, call this one level title here. No, it's a level title. So you need the word level first. Level title. Level title, capital T. Okay. And instead of 50, we're going to say 100. So now you can see there we have a bit of a problem. That's fine because it gives us an extra 100, which is good because we need some space here. Okay. Now you got the level title over there. You've got the exit button over here, the give up button, right? And now we're going to need the information here for whatever it happens to be. But let's not do anything. Let's simply leave it exactly as it is and see if our game is presently working correctly. So for the pick,
So after clicking on the puzzle, you'll go into this.
yes, which is already the case. Puzzle image, so hide the image. Okay, that's fine. So there, now let me select this one. And you see now the pieces are here. Okay, there's a problem, I can't click them. The reason why that's happening is because the window has a raycast target. This means that it's interrupting my clicks. And now I can click them. And it all works. Pretty cool. See? Alright, so let's remove the raycast target. And now, basically, our play field is much smaller than what we used to have before.
Yeah. This one seems very easy to do.
Yeah. I think that the medium one may have sort of slightly off proportions, because this one is very easy to do and that's fine. But the medium one is already pretty seriously difficult and the hard one is ridiculous. Right?
Yeah.
So there we go. We've succeeded at finishing our little puzzle, right? And here we should have the information about the timer going and everything else, but we will do this next time. We also need to tell it, hey, the X button needs to be awakened and what it needs to do. But we ran out of time, so we will continue working next time. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.